All right, so a lot of people ask me to do nutritional videos on how to best cut weight and how to best stay in shape for a boxer. So this video is going to be covering that. Make sure that you like, subscribe, um, comment, share, all of the things so we can continue to build the YouTube community. But we're going to jump directly into this because this has been a very popular requested video. Starting with nutrition. Everybody asks for nutrition, but people don't understand this. One, if you are going to do anything concerning nutrition, you better be very serious, because I tell people all the time, the most difficult part about losing weight or getting better health and getting in shape is not diet, and it is not exercise. That's not the hardest part about it. It's not diet and it's not exercise. The hardest part about it is lifestyle change. If you are not ready to make a full and complete lifestyle change, then don't worry about nutrition and don't worry about exercise, because you're not going to continue the habits that you need to do in order to sustain the results that you may or may not receive. I don't believe in diets. Diets do not exist. Diets are something that you do for a short period of time, and then after, I'm going to go 90 days without bread, and then after the 90 days with no bread, you say, oh, well, I'm past my 90 days. I can have some bread if I want to now. That's not a lifestyle change. That's just you doing a diet, or oh, I'm doing a 2 week fast or a cleanse, or what. It's all BS. If you are not going to make an absolute lifestyle change, save yourself the time. Nutrition. I am a professional boxer, and I train on a world class level, soon to be fighting officially on a world class level, inshallah. With that being said, no, I will never make, especially for free, make a nutritional video to where as though you, a possible opponent of mine, can go to the videos, see how I eat, see my nutrition, and then take those same things and allow him to be able to make weight easier, him to change up his diets easier, etc. You know what people tend to do when they want to do that? They will hire a nutritionist. So because I understand nutrition, and because I understand how calories work and the science behind it, etc., you want me to give you that information for free, and I am never going to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm never going to do that. It makes no sense for me to give my possible opponent an advantage over me. It makes no possible sense for me to give my opponent an easier, more efficient, better way to make weight when I don't want him to have an easy time making weight. The same way he doesn't want me to have an easy time making weight. So that's the first thing. If you want nutritional videos from me, if you want things like that, yes, it will absolutely be paid for / behind a paywall. I'm not going to give you information like that for free. Why? Because I have possible opponents that I will have to face. I have possible opponents that I will have to face. And I don't want their job to be easy. That doesn't make any sense for me to make their job easy when in fact I want it to be difficult for them to do their job. And when they get in the ring with me, I want them as uncomfortable as possible when they're in there with me. The same thing that they would want from me. If he can make weight easily and I can make weight easily, and he's had a great camp and I had a great camp, then good for him. Good for him. But I don't want his job being easy. That makes absolutely no sense. So I'm never going to make a nutritional video on what I eat every day and how I'm never going to do that for free. That's crazy talk. If you are further interested in anything like that, yeah, it can definitely be behind a paywall, but I would never do that for free. And that's maybe if I even put it behind a paywall, but I'm never doing that for free. Also, workouts and things like that. I'm never going to give you a full world-class boxing workout video for free either. That's also craziness. Why would I want my opponents to have the conditioning that I have? If he has the conditioning that I have, and we both are just chugging along at an elite world-class level, just putting it together, how does that benefit me? I want you to have the same terrible cardio that you've been having. I want you to have the same terrible abs and core that you've been having. I want you to have the same terrible strength and conditioning that you've been having. And even if it's not terrible strength and conditioning and all of that, it's not, I'm confident that it's not as good as mine. And if it is as good as mine, you're going to have to show me that night in the ring. Y'all have to understand, I am still a professional athlete. And I'm still a competing professional athlete. So before you ask for things that really make no sense, you got to think about the bigger picture. If, in closing, right, if I have the best, most award-winning sweet potato pie in the world, it's made me millions and millions and billions of dollars, why would I willingly give that recipe up and that information up for free? Why would I do that? That makes absolutely zero sense. It takes away the one of one factor of my sweet potato pie. It takes away the elite world classness of my sweet potato pie. It takes away the specialness of my sweet potato pie, where though, nah, man, only JYD sweet potato pies taste like this. Why would I give that information up willingly for free? It just doesn't make any sense. So, in closing, I would never use my YouTube to do that for free, because that's crazy talk. I would never use my YouTube for that. On top of the fact that if y'all talk about the nutrition and things that y'all be really wanting to know about, y'all won't even, most people, unless you make that lifestyle change, y'all won't even stick to it. Y'all won't do the things that I do unless you make a serious lifestyle change. You won't do the workout you're supposed to do, especially if you got it for free. That's also another thing. People don't understand. When you pay for something, you typically tend to use it when you spend your money on it. No one typically just be like, I'm a buy my plane ticket to Cancun and just not go. No, you're not doing that. No one's, once you pay for it, you like, dog, I don't know. Listen, I don't care what happened, what occurs, what pop up. I'm going. I done paid for these plane tickets. I done paid for my hotel room. I done paid for all that. I'm not going. But if somebody else paid for it for you, and then boom, something pop up, and you're like, oh, I can do this or this, and then you're like, well, I wasn't paying for the trip no way. Like, hey, listen, man, I got a better opportunity over here, or I got something else I can do over here. I'll pass on it. Thank you for for the ticket. Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm gonna pass on it. If you're not willing to make that full lifestyle change, absolutely not. And typically when people pay for stuff, they tend to use it when they pay for it. So with that being said, shout out to Sadiq's Water Ice, literally one of my top, actually day one, my literal first ever day one sponsor and partner, Sadiq's Water Ice. If you are in Philadelphia, in the Philadelphia area, he's also expanding. Sadiq's Water Ice is legitimately the only water ice that I eat. It's the healthiest option that I know of. It's the best tasting, and even shout out to Yassine Ramsey, formerly known as the Chess Boxer, because when him and Uncle O came down there, John, we put them onto water ice, and you know what I mean. They absolutely love them, John. So yeah, and they from the UK. So yeah, I love y'all. Until next time. That's just the hard reality, y'all. I'm never gonna sit here on these on any of my platforms and tell y'all no lies, because I don't care enough to lie. I don't benefit to lie from y'all. I don't benefit with any of that, man. So love is love. I appreciate y'all. Until next time.